So welcome back to the second part of the video. And this second part of the video, we were communicating on a case whereby we have been given the cone here, and then this is our cone. There's some information which have been given there. This cone of ours here. So this nature here. Here you have the center, then you have the perpendicular height. Then here again you have the radius. So you are told that the height is 13 centimeter. Then you have been given the radius is 7 centimeter. Then you know this one is then 90 degrees. So they want us to find the surface area, and you have agreed the surface area is going to be given by what? By the formula which should be on your fingertips, then plus the pi L. So the mission number one is to be able to identify every information which is there in the formula, whether it is given. So substituting to the formula, we find we have surface area is going to be given by 22/7 multiplied by the radius is 7 multiplied by 7. That will give us the area of the base. So when you go to the case of the area of the curved surface, you have plus, then you have 22/7, then multiplied by, our radius is 7, then multiplied by what? By L. We don't have our length. So meaning, we cannot be able to proceed, because here we have the unknown. So meaning we have to go there and then substitute. They are trying to find how we can be able to get the length. And that's why I say, if you plug out this rectangle, the triangle, this way, where you have been given that is height, then this is our radius here. And you are told that our radius is 7 centimeter. Then you have perpendicular height, and you've given that 13 centimeter. Then you need our slanting length. And this slanting length is the one that you're going to use the Pythagoras theorem. So it is going to be, slanting length is going to be given by the square root of the two shorter side. So 7 squared plus 13 squared. So that you get our slanting length. It's going to be given by what? It's going to be given by 14.76 centimeter. Then from there you can come now, replace here, multiply by 14.76 centimeter. So you work out the first part, you can see there is there down on my side. So when you work out the first part here, you're getting that one is 154. That one is 154 from the calc. Then plus, the other one from the calc you get is 324.72. 324.72. So to get the surface area, you make sure that you sum the two of them. So you find now our surface area is going to be given by the addition of the two. That one is going to be 478.7 centimeter squared. So that's the concept that you're trying to talk about. So those are some of the questions that you're going to be meeting during your exam part. So that's we focus on the made familiar, and then I try to read one of the questions there, so that we do together there. Then we see what does the examiner need us to do. In this question, you see where it is. It is there on the main familiar. Then you're told, where is it? Let me focus on it. So you're told the mass of a solid cone, radius 14, for the density. Yeah. So during the exam, I want us to do this question of the KCSE. KCSE 2014, paper 1. That's the one I want us to be able to do. Before I move to the next story, I want us to try that KCSE question. This is a KCSE question from your main familiar. KCSE. This is question from the main familiar. You know, this one is the revision book. This question was in 2014. It was the 2014 paper 1, and it was number what? Given the number is given, it was number 3. It was number 3 there. Then the marks were 3 marks. Then listen very carefully what the question is saying in this question. This is a question of the KCSE. So what we are learning is something that you expect to be tested during your final exam, not only for the internal exam only. So you are told the mass of a solid cone, the mass of a solid cone, the mass of a solid cone. So you have been given mass, the mass of the solid cone. You have been told the mass of the solid cone of radius. Of radius again, radius is given there for you. The radius you are told is what? The radius is 14 centimeter. That's 14 centimeter. Then from there you are told the height. The height is, you've been given the height again. The height is 18 centimeter there. 18 centimeter. Then you are told the mass is 4.62 kilogram. Then from there, you have been told from an A you find the density. Find the density. This one I'll be talking in the next chapter, because here the hint, you understand that the hint is given by what? The hint is given whereby we say mass is equals to density. Where we have the density is equals to mass over volume. The mass over volume. So you have the density, you have the mass. You have been told to find the density. So meaning for you to find the density, if you have been given the mass, you start first of all by finding the volume. But part B, they are telling us to find the surface area of that solid cone. Find the surface area of the solid cone. So how do you go about it in this case? So if you are told, so I want us to focus on number B, because the issue of the volume, I'm going to be talking it on the next chapter, which is chapter number 13. So if this information is given for you, you have the radius, you have the height. So you can be able to sketch it. Remember, there's no marks for sketching, but this one is going to assist you when we come to the case of understanding the concept. So in this case, we have been told that the radius is 14 centimeters. So from here to here, we have been told it's 14 centimeters. Then I'm telling you, when you have been given the height, this means this is perpendicular height. And you're told again, this one is going to be 18 centimeters. So for us to be able to find the surface area, we need to be able to focus on the formula, which you have agreed. This one is going to be pi r squared, the area of the base, plus the pi r l. Again, in this case, you don't have this L of our, the slanting length, meaning you have to use the Pythagoras theorem, and then you get it. And you have said this one is going to be given the slanting length. It's going to be given by the square root of 18 squared plus 14 squared. So slanting length will be given as what? So you take your calc, you say that is going to be the square root of 18 squared. Your calculator has the bracket 18 squared plus 14 squared. Then you find the square root of it. So this one gives us 22.80. 22.80 centimeters. So this one is 22.80 centimeters. So with that, you are now good to go, because all the information you have. You have all the information. It's just only to substitute those formulae into equation. Starting with the pi, which is going to be given as a constant, and is being your mathematical training. So this one is going to be 22/7. Then multiplied by the radius, which is 14. Then multiplied by 14. Again. Then from here you add another 22/7. Then multiplied by the radius is 14. Then multiplied by the slanting length, which you have found is 22.80. Again, from your working, you work one part at a time. So if you take your calc again, and then you try to press on the part number 1, that is going to be 22/7, then multiplied by 14, then multiplied by 14. So this one gives us what? This one gives us 616. This one gives us 616. Then from there we add. Go to the next part. So the next part, you are going to add that part, which is going to be 22/7 multiplied by 14, then multiplied by 22.80. So this one gives us 1003.2. 1003.2. Again, centimeters squared. This centimeters squared. So this one is going to be, the surface area is going to be given by what? Come there. By we say now this is 616 plus 1003.2, what then give us 1619. 1619.2 centimeters. So that's only the information which you have said when it comes to the case of the cone. That's what you're going to be doing. So that's we go now to another solid apart from that one. So how you'll be able to do the exercise. And from the cone, I will focus now on something which have the shape of a soccer ball or the shape of the globe, and that one is known as the sphere. That's our number 4, sphere. So how do you find the surface area of a sphere? So this one, I'm going to say it there. And I'm saying that the surface area of a sphere, the surface area of a sphere I'm starting with the introduction and telling you, explaining to you what is a sphere, and I'm saying a sphere is a solid that is entirely round with every point on the surface at equal distance from the center. The figure above shows the sphere of the radius r centimeter, and the surface area of a sphere of this radius is 4 times the area of a circle on the same radius as that of the sphere. That is, the surface area of a sphere is given by the 4 pi r square. So that was from the case of the proving, whereby we are saying the surface area of a sphere is related to a circle. And we may say the area of a circle is 4 pi r square, but for this one it's going to be 4 times. So in this case, I'll be communicating about it in our next lesson, but just to show you, that's how the sphere is going to be looking like. So you can see, this having the shape of the globe. That's why we are saying for you to be able to find the surface area of this one is going to be 4 times the area of the circle. So that one I'm going to focus on it in our next lesson. But for today's lesson, let me give you the assignment that you're supposed to be able to do. That assignment is going to be on your KLB. So I'll be trying to focus on it. That's going to be still the exercise that you're going to be dealing with it. I'll be uploading that exercise in our Google Classroom. So the question is there is going to be 1A and 4A. So make sure you log in there, you copy the note, and then you do the assignment, substitute in my WhatsApp, and if there's a question, let us interact from there. Otherwise, with those few remarks, do enjoy the next lesson and do have a good day, and with that I'm out.